If you're watching this on YouTube and you have a question, comment, suggestion, or maybe you just want to find out more information about the product, you can find the link below. Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds from FreeGameMan.com and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the Thecus N2310 network attached storage device. A sweet looking box that has pictures as well as features and specifications about the product on it. Plus there's a convenient carry handle at the top. Now let's open it up and see what's inside. Included is a quick installation guide, a power adapter, power cord, a category 5E network cable, screws for mounting the drives inside of the unit, a warranty card, and an installation disc. And at the bottom is the network attached storage device. You can see it is sandwiched between two pieces of quality styrofoam, and it's in a plastic bag. Now let's have a closer look. Now let's go through some of the features and specifications and then I'll have a closer look at it. The beauty of a product like this is it's completely independent. In essence, it's really a teeny tiny computer system because it comes with a processor and memory, and of course you can put up to 2 drives in this. So it's really convenient anywhere really, in a home or an office. It comes with an AMCC, which by the way stands for Advanced Micro Circuits Corporation 800 megahertz processor. It has 512 megabytes of DDR3 onboard memory, and thankfully this supports Gigabit Lan connections, but also 10 as well as 100. There are 2 USB ports. One of them is a USB 2 port and the other a USB 3 port. Now this unit only supports up to 2 2.5 inch or 2 3.5 inch serial ATA drives, and I say only because they have other products that support 4 and more drives. It's pretty small, measuring in at 135 by 97 by 207 millimeters, and it's lightweight at only 0.79 kilograms. It has RAID support. It can do RAID 0, RAID 1, as well as JBOD, which stands for just a bunch of disks, as well as web-based file access, a built-in FTP server, BitTorrent client, and thankfully has Plex media support. I use Plex all of the time. As well, mobile control and media streaming via their T-on-the-go Android as well as iOS app. And this is super easy to set up. Should take around 5 minutes, and it is really energy efficient at only 5 watts. Now speaking of energy efficiency, here's a quote from the general manager of Thecus. This dashing little black box can store up to 8 terabytes of data with an unprecedented level of energy efficiency. In fact, we calculated it, and powering the N2310 for an entire year, say in the US, would only cost around $5. Now let's have a closer look at it. I think the overall styling and design on this is quite nice. It's simple, but I like the look. As well, it has this kind of combination of a matte as well as a glossy finish that works pretty well, although in most cases you'll probably be grabbing this from the center, and this is glossy, so it's really going to attract fingerprints and dust really easily. And of course, this is all plastic. That keeps the weight down as well as the cost. At the front, you have a number of LEDs for power, hard drive access, the USB access, as well as network activity. You've got a USB copy button here, and here's the power button, as well as 2 drive bays. And to install either 2.5 inch or 3.5 inch serial ATA drives in these drive bays, just kind of pull here at the bottom, pull it out. You'll need to use the included screws to either mount a 2.5 inch or 3.5 inch drive in this. By the way, this is a plastic tray. And then you can just simply slide it back into place. And note that the drive bay covers are ventilated. This is to allow the rear fan to intake cool air from the outside, move that cool air over the drive or drives on the inside, and then port the warm air out the back. There's also ventilation at the top front and at the bottom front. They have their logo on either side. At the back, they have a small, quiet exhaust fan, 1 USB 3 port, 1 USB 2 port, a Gigabit Lan port, reset button, and here's where the power adapter gets connected. Now, if you want to, you can actually lock this down. And at the bottom, there are 4 rubber feet. Setup on this is super easy. Just install a drive or drives, connect the power adapter, the LAN cable, and then turn the unit on. Next, you'll need to open up a browser, and in the address bar type in install.thecus.com. It will bring up this screen, and then go ahead and install the software. Once you've downloaded and installed the Intelligent NAS software for your particular operating system, it should automatically detect the network attached storage device. If it doesn't, just click rescan and then it should find it. Now go next. Now you'll need to set up the drive or drives, and once you do that, it will take some time to initialize. Once initialization has finished, you can go ahead and log in using pretty much any web browser. Now this will come up and you'll need to install and update the different applications like the dashboard, Plex, system files, and so on and so forth. So go ahead and do that. Behind here, you'll notice they have the shared folders, and you can go into them and like you normally would and edit them. Some of them are locked. You can create your own ad, and you can go ahead and go into RAID management if need be. Click on the OS here, and I'll just finish updating a few things here, and then we'll get back to it. Now within the control panel, you've got General, which just shows basic general information about the unit. You've got the status, system log, system management. You can set the date and time, know if there's notifications. You can schedule things, as well as change the administrator password, config management. You've got a factory reset, power management, file system check, networking options. You've got the UI, login functions, hardware information, as well as user access log. And here at the bottom, storage for disk information as well as RAID management. And scrolling further down, we have all kinds of file as well as privilege options and network services like Samba, NFS, FTP, plus applications like iTunes and, thank goodness, Plex. Now this is my Plex that I use. I love it because you can drop movies, TV shows, music, and photos. You can play them pretty much on any device, and I love the fact that this actually has it. As well, you've got all kinds of backup options, and you've got external device options as well. This is an outstanding network attached storage device. Now it does have some limitations. Sure, it's not going to be as fast as some others that are out there with better processors. As well, you can only fit up to 2 drives in this. However, considering the functionality and the affordability of this, it is definitely a kick-ass product. Until next time, take care. How do you think this product stacks up? To vote, head on over to 3dgameman.com, and while you're there, check out the pricing.